What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, The Hot Commodity, and you are joining us for our WWE NXT weekly recap, covering NXT from September 17th, 2024. A big night. We have CM Punk going to come out to talk to the crowd. And to start off, we have Ava in the ring. She announces that Sexxy Red will be on the CW premiere of NXT in a couple of weeks. Trick Williams comes out for the contract signing, and then NXT Champion Ethan Page comes out as well. Ethan says, "You say I stole this title. I didn't steal anything. I won this. When I won, everyone was surprised. You're in NX me." And then Trick says that era will be over in a couple of weeks. And before they could sign the contract, Ethan Page lands an ego's edge to Trick Williams through the contract signing table. And obviously, the contract has not been signed because Page attacked Trick Williams. Great way to start off NXT with action like that. We have a women's tag match next. Lyra, Valkyria, and Tatum Paxley defeat Rosemary and Wendy Choo after Lyra hits a super leg drop to Rosemary. And Lyra and Tatum are friends, and they're able to defeat this demonic duo here of Rosemary and Wendy Choo. Next up, Tony D'Angelo takes on Hammerstone. Hammerstone gets the win by countout after Tony rolls to the floor and walks off. And the family is looking confused as to why Tony would just leave a match like that. Zachary Wentz comes out next. Zachary says, "I have something I need to show everyone." Zachary shows footage from last week of Wes Lee attacking Trey Miguel in the parking lot. Zachary says, "Wes, you are an absolute piece of garbage. You deserve everything that's going to happen to you in Chicago. This ends in Chicago." So Zachary Wentz will take on Wes Lee in a street fight on the NXT CW premiere episode. Next up, Eddy Thorpe defeats Ashante Thee Adonis after landing an Impaler DDT. Decent match between the two, but Eddy continues his streak. I think he's defeated Ashante before on NXT as well. CM Punk then comes out. CM Punk says, "I wanted to have some fun tonight. I've never been in this building surrounded by NXT fanatics. A few of you I recognize. I respect everyone in the locker room. I know I'm going to clash with guys like Lexis King, Carmelo Hayes, Ethan Page, Braun Breaker. Let's keep it in NXT. We even have Javon Evans." HBK called me and told me the NXT debut was on October 1st in my hometown of Chicago. He told me I could do whatever I wanted to do. I came up with an idea. Before he can continue, NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez comes out. Roxanne says, "I'm sorry to interrupt. 13-year-old me would be freaking out sharing the ring with my favorite wrestler, CM Punk. You are one of the reasons why I'm here. I followed in your footsteps. I always did prefer your wife, though." Roxanne says, "I was so happy when you finally came back. I realized I should have been a Drew McIntyre fan, though. But you want one last moment of glory before Drew ends your career. I don't need you on NXT. When I beat Giulia, Chicago is not going to be your town. It will be mine. This is about me. I don't care how big Giulia is in Japan. I am untouchable. A wise man said, I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for what I'm not." Then CM Punk takes the mic. He says, "I love the balls on you. That chip on your shoulder, I used to have same size as you. I don't know Giulia, but," and then Giulia comes out. Giulia says, "Roxanne, the countdown is on. You have 2 weeks left." And then Roxanne goes to hit Giulia with the title, but CM Punk stops her. And an interesting promo here. I was surprised that Roxanne interrupted CM Punk, but good way to get the Roxanne Giulia match over by having CM Punk there. Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander defeat the No Quarter Catch Crew after Kalani Jordan attacks Ren Sinclair after Ren slapped Jordan backstage, and then Javon lands a flying splash. So Evans and Alexander defeat the No Quarter Catch Crew here. Next up, Brooks Jensen with Sean Spears defeats Dion Lennox after Brooks lands a DDT. Brooks is a son of Bull Buchanan, and he's starting a new group with Sean Spears, so I'm excited to see what he's going to do. Just back-to-back matches here on NXT tonight. Next, Lola Vice defeats Jacy Jane after Lola lands a spinning back fist. Lyra Valkyria attacks Fatal Instinct, Fatal Influence after Fatal Influence try to attack Lola Vice. After Fatal Influence attack Lola, but then Jaida Parker runs out and makes a save, and Fatal Influence run away. Jaida Parker definitely has her sights on all three of those ladies. Next, we have our final segment of the night. Tyrese Haliburton comes out for the contract signing. He's got his Indiana Pacers with him. And then Trick Williams and NXT champion Ethan Page comes out. Ethan says, if you want to force me to sign this contract, I will. When it comes to this title, I'm the Boston Celtics. And on October 1st, when I beat you, you'll be like the Pacers and watch me be victorious. And the era of ego will continue to make history. CM Punk then comes out again. Punk says, I wanted to talk about this match earlier. A match this big determines the direction this brand goes. This match needs something special. It needs a special guest referee, and I happen to be that man. The only rule in that match will be you will listen to the official. Y'all can even fight right now if you want. And then Trick and Page brawl until they are separated. So we now know Trick Williams will fight Ethan Page for the NXT Championship with CM Punk as a special guest referee on the NXT October 1st edition, the CW premiere. That is it for a recap of NXT. Thank you for tuning in. And until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.